What will you look like as an ex-mortal? The best way to answer that is to say, what do you look like as a mortal and why? The reason you look the way you do as a mortal relates to being made of atoms in a mortal body. And your mortal body is subject to a chronological process of aging in a way that's programmed to the highest degree of detail. Your physical appearance was determined at the point where you were conceived. The combination of your parents' DNA determines what you're going to look like when you're 50 years old, or 20, or whatever age you might be now. In the same way, the way you look after you die is going to be determined in a natural way. Mortals appear the way they do because of their DNA, and also because we have the ability to make clothing for ourselves and to change the environment around us. We have the ability to manipulate and use matter like cloth and buildings and everything that we deal with in a mortal world. We can change and move those things to develop our own environment. The hallmark of being an ex-mortal is that you'll be in a mortal world, but you won't be able to change that mortal world. In other words, you won't be able to change what's around you. How do we know that? Well, you have noticed that things don't move by themselves. If you were as an ex-mortal unseen and you were able to move stuff, you could just steal your ex-wife's checkbook and she'd never find it. You could go hide it somewhere. Why can't you do that as an ex-mortal? Because you don't have a body. You can't steal your ex-wife's checkbook. You can't steal anything. That's the whole point of being an ex-mortal in a mortal world. Really, if you think about it, God set us up in a very intelligent way. The first thing that he did was he put us in a mortal world. We're starting out here, and we think we know everything because it all looks so natural to us. If you think about that same paradigm shifting to the afterlife, and everything is just as natural, just as scientific in the afterlife as it is for mortals, here's what you get. You have a mortal world, this earth, with all of its buildings and its people and its cars in the mortal world, and when you die, you don't have access to any of the mortal stuff anymore, except that you can still see it all. It's all here, you just can't do anything with it. You can't change it.